Yes, no. Okay, y'all can hear me? All right. So we're gonna do this in order. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the comments off real quick and just give y'all information as I have it, and then I'm gonna turn the comments back on. I don't duck right. So let me do that. I'm gonna give y'all what I have. Hopefully it explains everything, and that way the questions can be whatever. But I'm gonna try to answer everybody's questions. How come I here? Okay. So let me turn the comments off real quick. Cause y'all know I get sidetracked a lot of times. All right, so I made an announcement Tuesday that I had got sentenced to 70 months. Let me just explain the first thing about that too. All right, so being sentenced, the charge, like everybody knows, or if y'all didn't know, stemmed from something that happened in 2018. Basically, it's nothing, like it's a sentence now, so I can really talk about it in a sense. I stole $250,000 from a company. Amongst other things, there's a guy named Pikachu. His real name is Mark Mullins. How they found out about it was he turned over a computer that he had access to that he basically stole. He tried to extort me out of it. I was like, girl, I'm not paying nothing. Do what you do. And somebody I looked at as a brother, obviously not, but had I not been doing stuff wrong, he couldn't have did that anyway. So I don't blame him. He have a drug problem, or he had a drug problem. I don't know where he at. I haven't seen him. I haven't really seen him since 2018, to be honest with you. I don't know what he's doing, where he at, or carrying. God bless him. I hope he just everything in his life go wonderful and everything. He turned over the computer. They arrested me in 2018. I bonded out. The state didn't want to pick up the charges. The feds decided to pick up the charges around 2020. That was expounded by Judy. I don't know if y'all remember, she did a post in the league talking about it, or just posted about it around that time. They were running out of time to convict, so my case was the first case this year in the federal Eastern District exam. My case number was 2201. The first case, because they didn't get the conviction and everything this year, they ran out of time. I will say this, that honestly, in my opinion, it could have been worse, to be real. And I'm just being honest with y'all, like, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. For me, for the situation, for a lot of things. Am I happy with it? Am I content with it? You know, I'm a type of person that I've always been like a forward person with my teeth. I've always been a forward person with my licks and everything like that. I don't bring down people with me. I don't do all that. I don't cooperate and all that other stuff like that. That's not my thing. I'll take my lick and keep it pushing. I've always been that type of person. The rumors and stuff that people saying, talk about it was a black business, is not true. That's not true. As far as I've never stole from a black person, I've never stole from our people, I've never stole none of that stuff like that. Dealt with somebody or messed with somebody like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's just all incorrect stuff. Now, when it comes to the 70 months, I'm not gonna have to do the whole 7 months. Of course, there's built-in good time in it, like roughly around 80%. The judge gave me a recommendation for a program that gives me a year off, and a few other factors. So it can be mitigated down to about 3 years of active incarceration and stuff like that. I may get a year and a halfway house, so it can bust down even less than that. But that's a whole nother thing. A lot of that is subjugated. So honestly, from somebody who's been in the system before and just looking at what I have to do, it'll probably be, if I had to estimate, roughly around 2025, I'll see the world. I'm going to a federal prison. I have camp points, so I have not been designated yet, so I don't have the address. But I have that. I will give it to y'all that X. There's been a lot of DMs, there's been a lot of emails, there's been a lot of text messages. Y'all, I promise y'all, I'm going to answer each one of them. I swear to God. A lot of people asking what they could do. Well, probably just, you know what? You know, the best thing you could do right now is just information sharing when it comes to me. Number one, just give me your address and give me your phone number. So you have to wait for mine. I have it, and I'll print it out and take it with me. And that way, I like to write. Of course, I wrote books. I like to get letters, birthday cards and stuff like that. A lot of that goes on, holidays and stuff like that. It's very emotionally straining in there. I know. If you ask me what you could do, as far as like financial wise, I'm pretty okay. If you do want to send something, just wait till you get that information. I ain't tripping. You know, everything goes a long way. I will say this, the best thing you can do right now is buy one of my books or watch a YouTube video. These are ways that will help me continue, like, just kind of like stay afloat while I'm in there. It's always good to just do that. Buy a book. Buy one of my books. They're out on Amazon right now. You can buy them today. Or watch a YouTube video. YouTube pays every time you watch a video. Go watch a video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you don't already. I actually have a lot of content. So be honest with you, I have been doing videos that I have been saving and uploading already about this process. So just, but kind of like behind the scenes of what's going on, I have actually been putting that together. Like, I call it like the pre-prison series. I knew my record, having been in prison before, was gonna come into play, which it did. There was something else came into play. And I'll be honest with you, like, this is just me talking to y'all. It has something to do with Clifford Harris and Tamika Harris. That's Tiny and T.I. But I'm going to expose that closer to when I know what's going on. Just give me a chance to do that. I promise you, I'll let y'all know exactly what happened to them and how they played a part in my sentencing. But they did, and I'll let y'all know about it. Yeah. But, you know, once the Mickey Mouse, once the Mickey Mouse, always the Mickey Mouse. Once the Mickey Mouse, bitch, always won't. Once the Mickey Mouse, always did in Disney World, bitch. And that's word to Orlando. Girl, that's word to Epcot to me. But you know, I'll explain that in a minute. I'll explain that, just give me some time to explain that and what that is. Don't ask me about it, don't hit me up about it. I'm going to explain it when the time is right, when I kind of get all my ducks in a row. What else? There has been there's been a lot of speculations about like this, that, and the other. As far as, you know, I'm not a type of person that's gonna sit here. I ain't like, no shade, of course. I'm a person, I'm human. So of course I cry in the corner. Like, okay, I'm in the corner hollering and bawling. But you know, I mean, you know, as the old adage goes, if you can't don't do the crime, you can't do the time. That's what they say. And so making decisions, and I will say this too, a lot of people looking at it now and saying, okay, why would I do this? At the time, in 2018, I don't know if y'all know my story, but I was sleeping in the car. I slept in City Park bench 2 nights because I'm just too big for the car, and but for the car that I had at the time. I mean, and I was like nothing. I had nothing, zero. And then I was coming out, you know, and you want to be a father, you want to be a this, you want to be a that, and it's just like you want to live. And it's like, to be honest with you, like, do I regret it? Of course I do, without question. There's no excuse. But don't think that it wasn't just like, oh, I'm just there and saying, fuck it. It was almost like matters of desperation. I was very much so homeless. I was very much so. If y'all don't remember them times, y'all just, I mean, you can go back on the tube and find out a lot of them. But there was times when I was begging for, girl, Finette and them had to give me money, to real mama and them had to, I didn't have money to eat a meal. I don't even know what y'all talking about. Like, I didn't have money to eat. And so, like, not saying this excuses it or anything like that, but it was like I made a decision to say, you know what, I'm going to either do this or not, to start something, whatever case it be. As far as all them talking about some seizures or anything like that, if y'all know anything, I was ordered to pay $213,000 and I paid $213,000 in restitution. That's already been paid. I don't even know what y'all talking about. They didn't seize anything. I still have everything that I have. All right, so the people ask about like the future, what I'm going to do in future this, and a lot of people ask about what's going to happen with my page and stuff like that. Between my sister, between Buster, between, you know, my people that I fuck with, I've already kind of put that in motion anyway, because I was prepared for this since 2018. Of course, my family is, of course, upset. Obviously, that goes without question. I take accountability for their upsetness. I don't blame that on me. I don't blame that on the soul. Like, I take accountability for that. But I will say that part of what I do is like, part of what I do now, because if you know me, since 2018, I've abstained for everything. I ain't got a parking spit or nothing since 2018. Which I think also played a part in my sentencing as well. Like, because like I said, I literally had a dream. I literally had, like, my dreams come up. I'm not saying my dreams come true, but I literally had visions of this man giving me 10 years. I saw it. And so, I don't know if that's just God was preparing me for the 70 months, which will bust down to about 3, but I was seeing, I know the power of the mind is not a joke. And so, but